Welcome to Angel Wings Productions.
Job, chapter 5, verses 1 through 27. Call now, if there be any that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I have seen the foolish taking root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate, neither is there any to deliver them. Whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground, yet man is born unto trouble, as the sparks fly upward. I would seek unto God, and unto God would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted, to safety. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore, and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it, so it is. Hear it, and know thou it, for thy good.
Q&A on Job 5, 1 to 27. Who is speaking in this passage, and what's the context? This is Eliphaz the Temanite, one of Job's 3 friends, responding to Job's lament. Job has just suffered catastrophic losses and is questioning why this happened to him. Eliphaz is attempting to explain Job's suffering through a retribution theology framework. What is Eliphaz's main argument in verses 1 to 7? Eliphaz argues that suffering is the natural consequence of sin. He claims that foolish people bring destruction upon themselves, verses 2 through 5, and that while trouble doesn't just randomly emerge from the ground, humans are inherently prone to it. Man is born unto trouble as the sparks fly upward, verse 7. He's essentially saying Job must have done something wrong. What does "to which of the saints wilt thou turn" mean in verse 1? Eliphaz is challenging Job sarcastically, asking if any holy ones, possibly angels or righteous people, would come to Job's defense. It's a rhetorical question implying that Job has no legitimate appeal because his suffering proves his guilt. What's significant about verses 8 through 16? Eliphaz shifts to praising God's power and justice. He describes God as one who does great things and unsearchable, controls nature, reverses fortunes, lifting the lowly, thwarting the crafty, and protects the poor from the mighty. The irony is that this beautiful theology is being misapplied to Job's situation. How does Eliphaz's advice in verses 17 to 27 reflect his flawed understanding? Eliphaz encourages Job to accept God's correction as discipline, verse 17, promising restoration and blessing if Job repents. He offers an idealistic picture, protection from famine and war, long life, numerous descendants. The problem is, he's assuming Job sinned and needs correction, which the reader knows isn't true from chapters 1 and 2. What's the ultimate irony of this speech? Eliphaz speaks profound truths about God's character and power, but completely misdiagnoses Job's situation. His theology can't account for righteous suffering, revealing the limitations of simplistic cause and effect explanations for human pain.
If this content is reaching you and helping you, please like and subscribe. It will help our algorithm for others to find us.